Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel brother, and the standing of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is another lesson through the Spirit. This is kind of like a follow-up. It says, America is over with, the mirth of the land is gone. And basically, it's just showing you how a lot of these people are losing their jobs and getting laid off, as I believe that this is one of the highest layoffs when it comes to federal employees of an administration. Though some people mentioned that the Clinton administration have laid off thousands of workers, as well as the Biden administration. But this is one that came abrupt, as I believe they said certain states saw a 30% increase in unemployment within one goddamn week. So people were literally bugging out, man. And as I was watching TikTok videos, a lot of these people on here complaining about their day jobs and how they work for the federal government, some for a year, some for 6 months, some for 17 years. And basically they got cut, which they're using this whole DOGE nonsense as a ploy to take people's jobs, when in fact they're getting ready to fully automate the government to some degree, okay? Because they don't need you people anymore, all right? As we've been telling you, that AI shit, that's gonna govern the world, because they're getting these MOTB systems up and running. You see, so while people were playing games and they thought that they had time to prepare, and they thought 2025 was going to be a year of mirth and folly and being content with their wickedness, the Most High is showing you something different. And the crazy part about it is they didn't already showed you people what they was going to do. If you look at Project 2025, which a lot of people had different opinions about it, but when you go into Project 2025, they telling you people what they getting ready to do. You know, they told you, they like, look, we going to cut a lot of government programs. Okay, we're gonna cut a lot of funding, and it's basically like another transfer of wealth, you know. So with that being said, you people are through, and it's just gonna get worse, because sooner than later, we all gonna lose our jobs. We all gonna get laid off, whether it's private sector, public sector, you know, private business owner, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Eventually, everybody's getting ready to get touched by this, because they have to put the squeeze on people. Okay, you want to opt into this new system, you're going to have to take that microchip. And that shit is coming quick, man. All right, so, and we said it. We've been calling it. You know, here at the Great Millstone, we've been pushing it. Okay, no other camp pushes the mark of the beast and the prophecies like the Great Millstone. And I know for damn sure I pushed it. Okay, I push a video on the mark of the beast at least once a week, sometimes twice a week. Hell, sometimes 3 a week. But I know damn near every video I do, I mention the mark of the beast, which is soon to hit the world. Hey, you got places in Saudi Arabia, you got all types of different places. They're already opting into this digital system. So this shit is coming quick, man. The hell you think the whole $500 billion was sent up in order to push this whole AI shit called, what is it called? Stargate. What is it called? Yeah, Stargate. You know? So anyway, this is a compilation of videos, and I'm going to play majority of them, but we're going to interject and get a couple of precepts in the midst. But let me get one precept real quick, because people think this shit is a fucking joke. This ain't no goddamn joke, man. Okay, people are getting ready to get the squeeze put on them. All right, especially you nigga women. All right, and I ain't going to lie, I got a kick out of watching a lot of you people. You was all proud and dandy, you know what I'm saying, just an administration ago, couldn't tell you anything. You know, you're doing all manners of wickedness, but now all of a sudden the cuts are coming. The IRS is being so-called investigated. Now you people are afraid now, after we done warned your dumb asses, man. All right, so this is Proverbs 14, and I'm gonna start at verses 12. It says, there's a way that seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Yeah, man, because you people feel like you're right in your own conceits, but your way leads to death. Okay, because the Most High is dealing with a certain remnant of people called the elect of Israel. They ain't dealing with you fucking niggas out here, man. And you brothers, man, you got to get in the spirit of believing that the Lord is dealing with you, man. Okay, on an exclusive, when I say exclusive level, meaning that you have to have your relationships wrapped tight with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, but the Lord is dealing with the groups exclusively, you know, and I believe that's the great millstone. And anybody that don't believe it, then oh well, fuck you. We don't care. All right, eat a missile, nigga. Anyway, verses 13, it says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful. And at the end of that mirth is heaviness. Yeah. Because you got what they call, you know, you see posters when people say, I fake being happy, but I don't want to fake being happy anymore. I want to be happy genuinely. Nah, man. Ain't no more happiness here because shit is going up. Okay, the price of goods and went up. You got motherfuckers fighting over $20 a carton of eggs, man. You know, stocking up on eggs, stocking up on this and that. Rent going up. Motherfucker ain't really getting a pay increase on the job. You people are through. And it says, even in laughter, the heart is sorrowful, because it's always fun and games until it ain't fun no more. You know, like you have a demon that post an extravagant lifestyle on the internet, but deep down inside they broke. They don't know how they gonna make ends meet. They through, they miserable. Kids don't fuck with them. Nothing. But it says, and at the end of that mirth is heaviness. And we getting ready to see that. So peep these videos. Here we go.
They're replacing it. The government isn't malfunctioning. It's being dismantled. Trump destabilizes. Musk colonizes. Private rule isn't a concept. It's a plan. And it's already underway.
The elites have known for quite some time that America is going under. And they've already made their plans. They've already made their arrangements. And they made very different arrangements for you. You've been slotted to go down with the ship. That's in America, and it's in Europe as well. And some of you have actually allowed yourselves to believe, you know, when you see the people rowing away in the life rafts, you believe when they tell you that you'll be safer, you'll be safe from the flood, you'll be safe from drowning if you stay in the belly of that ship.
Because so many communities outside of whiteness, specifically the black community, told us this shit was coming. And now we're here. And now a fuckload of European Americans are like, oh my God, what do we do? What do we do? I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Can you believe this is happening? Oh my fuck.
Yeah, and that so-called black community that he's referencing is the prophets, man. Okay, because we warned the people and we told them that these type of ordeals were getting ready to come to pass.
And so many other communities, again, outside of whiteness are like, yeah, bitch, we told you this was coming. And you didn't listen.
And I want to be so fucking clear that we're fucked.
Because these so-called white people, they're not used to living this way. You know, now that they have to, you know, do what they call, what do you call them dumpster divers, when they have to go in and find used goods and throwaways to take as themselves, you know. Esau ain't used to living like that. He's basically the new nigga on the block. So now he's crying out about it when Jake's been living like this for years. Okay, now the playing field is being even. And in some cases, Jake having the advantage and Esau can't deal with it. So it's getting ready to be some shit.
As a country, we are. Most of you that follow me don't know that I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I served in 5th Special Forces Group out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I have 2 deployments. And majority of my friends and the folks that I served with still support Donald Trump to this day. And if that doesn't make your stomach sick, I don't know what will. It's insane. And the problem is, so many people say, well, I just don't pay attention, or I don't have time to pay attention. Well, guess what? Now's the time to start fucking paying attention. If you're a veteran, this video is for you. Go look at what's happening with the VA right now. Go look at what's happening with VA services, right? I haven't gotten paid from the VA, and they owe me money. I haven't gotten paid in over a month, and they just keep telling me it's an administrative delay. That's what they keep telling me. It's bullshit. He cut off funding. Go check it out. He cut off funding.
You know, I was just sitting here and I was wondering if other people realized like I just did. I've realized it for a long time, but it set in. We live in like an illusion here in America. Like for some reason we think this country's so great and there's an American dream that we should strive for. Everyone in my family has fought in a war for this country, all the way back to the Civil War. After their service, most of them get shit on by the VA. Most of them get shit on by this country. An American dream. Let's ponder that for a minute.
People are really scared. I think that 12 days ago, people knew where their next paycheck was coming from. They knew how they were going to pay for their kids' daycare, their medical bills, and then all gone overnight.
All gone overnight for Christina Dry and Adam Dubard.
She's like a damn man. But anyway, yeah, because people can take shit for granted. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. We're gonna go back to that Jeremiah 16. But this is the book of Sirach 5. And this is to you, Jakes. It says here, hold on. Yep. This is the book of Sirach 5. And I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord and put not off from day to day. Yeah, man, because, see, you got our people that despise Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And they see the warning, but yet they chose to ignore it, okay, because they felt that they've had time. And at times they despise who's giving the message and not the message itself. So they oftentimes get caught up in a security. But it says, for suddenly should the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou should be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And you heard what this woman just said, or man, or whatever she said, whatever they said. Basically, he stated that, well, a week ago, you knew where your paycheck is going to come from, and then bam, yeah, man. And they was telling you that they was going to do this shit, but people was so, they took it for granted. People was until they had their head up their ass. So when push come to shove, and they got hit with these layoffs, then it fucked people's minds up, man, because they didn't think it can never happen. Because that's just how you proud Americans think. You think that you're untouchable, but the Most High is showing you that clearly you're touchable. You see, what we at, Jeremiah 16, you're up at 9. I'm going to come back to that, but let me let this play a little bit.
Fired this month in the chaotic shutdown of foreign aid distributed by the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID.
While overnight, the Trump administration fired thousands of federal employees. So far, no word on exactly how many, though it could be upwards of 200,000. We do know the firings targeted the Department of Education, the Forest Service, the Department of Veterans Affairs, an agency that oversees the nation's nuclear weapons, among others. The fired employees are, for the most part, recent hires, which is likely by design. As new hires, they are or were considered probationary, meaning they lack the bargaining rights of longtime federal workers.
We turn now to the latest moves to shrink the size of the federal government. Tens of thousands of federal employees suddenly fired from their jobs. And word tonight that the IRS will lay off thousands of probationary workers in the middle of tax season. Here's ABC senior White House correspondent Selena Wang.
You got a lot of nigger women that's on Facebook complaining, talking about, I gotta get my taxes. Shut the fuck up, man. The only thing you bitches worried about is some fucking tax return, child support, and how to shake your funky ass, man. That's all you fucking care about, And the fact that paying an income tax is illegal any damn way. They shouldn't be taxing any of your labor wages. But you dumb monkeys have been deceived into believing it's against the law to not pay taxes. Well, it's to the point you don't pay, they'll lock you up now because you've bought into it, man. But fuck this shit, bro. Fuck this system. It all needs to fall. That, child support, all this shit. The Board of Education, because it don't profit none any damn way. Okay, just something set up to keep you people in limbo. But sooner than later, you're going to be crying out, asking for handouts, and nobody's going to be there to deliver you, man. All right? So let's go to the book of Hosea. Hosea, what we at? 2 and 11. And it reads, and this is talking about you Negroes, you Latinos and Native Americans, all right? You Israelites, even all you people of Babylon for real. All right? But this is the book of Hosea 2. And I'm going to start at verses 9. And it says, therefore will I return and take away my corn in the time thereof, and my wine in the season thereof, and will recover my wool and my flax given to cover her nakedness. And now I will discover her lewdness in the sight of her lovers, and none should deliver her out of my hand. And this is going into Jake committing idolatry or adultery against Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And the Most High said he was going to take away the mirth from the land, okay? He's going to put you, Jakes, in total disarray to the heathen. And the reason it says, and I will also cause her mirth to cease, her feast days, her new moons, and her Sabbaths, and all her solemn feasts. And I will destroy her vines and figs, trees where she have said, these are my rewards that my lovers have given me, and I will make them a forest, and the beasts of the field should eat them, man. Because all them dainties and shit you Jakes are getting. Like, I saw a video of this one chick, Jake, getting put out by his wife because he basically threw away the Valentine's gift that she's gotten from her boss. She said, how dare you throw away my Valentine's Day gift that I got from my boss? I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, you and them in that box of chocolates would have been down the stairs head first, talking to me like that. How dare you sit up here and bring some shit home from a nigga you fucking at work and then got the audacity to be mad at me when I throw your shit out. You know what I'm saying? But shit like that is coming from niggas like that. You know? Because that's wicked as all hell. Jake get a little handout from the so-called white man, and all of a sudden he thinks he's on a bigger level than you. You know? And you women, you getting ready to suffer greatly. And I can very well see Isaiah 4:1 playing out real soon. Because you women, you ain't looking too good. All right? You don't have it like that. You know, you don't have it. You don't have it. You just don't. Okay, that fake, falsified confidence that you hide behind the little fake ass sideburns you wear, and the hair hats and the eyelashes, all that shit is getting ready to cease. All right, that's all folly. And it says, and I will visit upon her the days of Balaam, wherein she burned incense to them, and decked herself with earrings and jewelry, and she went after her lovers and forgot me, says the Lord. And you, Jakes, have put off Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to be in one with this system. Okay, you've put your whole lives into your careers, your accomplishments. You know, like when you talk to these people, oh, well, my job. Like they've got you people so comfortable with being in a slave mind to be slave minded to the point you fight for the very system that's enslaving you, man. Okay, how stupid can you be? You know, me personally, fuck, you know what I'm saying? You know, we need money and daily bread, but my thing is, if I ain't really working for myself, then I don't really care about nobody else's shit, bro. Like, for real, like, that job, that's just a stepping stone for me. That's just money in my pocket. Fuck them and what they represent. I go there for the money and the money only. That's it. I don't care about their motto. I don't care about what they represent. I don't care about that. I don't give a fuck about that. I do what I have to do and get my bread and go the fuck home. But at the end of the day, all this shit can fall, and I wouldn't care. You know? That's because the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. Hey, we pray every day that this place fall. All right, I can't wait to see the look on the people's faces when they finally shut all this shit down. When there's no more child support, no more taxes, okay, no more rent, no more this, no more jobs, no more that. And you're going to look at us like, why are you guys so calm? Why are you so nonchalant? Because we don't give a fuck. That's why. Hey, we don't give a damn about this worldly ass shit. We don't care about that, man. Hey, DJ Trump, hey, man, look, you got my blessings to keep fucking this place up. All right? Because the more you fuck up, the quicker we going to get the hell up out of here, and the Lord going to come back and deliver us and destroy this place you call a society, man. Because it's evil and wicked. All right?
I lost my job on Thursday night, along with 200,000 other people in my department or my division. Despite what most people think, we're not all just lazy government employees. I worked really, really hard.
Yeah, and it's the bitch that everybody is clowning, you know. Everybody was like, she was all for that DEI shit, which stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion. You know what I'm saying? You can tell she's a complete feminist. And bitches like this, I don't need no man type hoes like this. Hey, they be the main ones that break down when shit hit the fan. You know, like you people are getting ready to be humble.
So here you go, you Trump-loving veterans. Last night, they laid off 1,000 VA employees. Musk had one of his Doge boys working in the VA quietly. So can you imagine how much harder it's going to be for healthcare now?
Friday night, the Trump administration fired 2,300 people from the Department of the Interior. I worked at the Department of the Interior for 5 years, so I'm going to tell you how devastating this is. The Department of the Interior has about 70,000 employees and manages most of America's public lands. That includes our national parks, our Fish and Wildlife Services, Bureau of Land Management lands, and things like that. Nothing is overstaffed, by the way. Everything was staffed just at a minimum to do the work that needed to be done there before these 2,300 people got fired. How is this going to hurt Americans? Well, They have fired at least 1,000 National Park Service park rangers. These are people who give tours. These are people who rescue people when they are hurt. They are people who clean bathrooms. All of these types of things. So by removing 1,000 people, these experiences are going to get worse for people.
Thanks to Trump, 17 years down the drain. Got walked out yesterday by 2 security guys who I've been saying hello to for like 10 years.
Yep, and that's what happens when you put your faith on faithful God, man. Matter of fact, let's do this. Trust. You people trust in nothing, man. You trust in uncertain riches. Let's do this real quick. I'm probably wording it wrong. This blue letter is real precise. It was another, I think it goes into something about an unfaithful God. I can't recall this precept. But this is the book of Jeremiah 17:5. It says, "Thus says Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusted in man, and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departed from the Lord." All right, and that's the thing. Like you, Jakes, man, you put your trust in an unfaithful man. This man Esau is not. He's not the man that you put all your eggs into one basket, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? That's like playing Russian roulette with 6 bullets. Like you gonna get your popped. You gonna get your top popped. All right, you don't put a trust in a guy like this, man. All right, take it from you and give it back, and he give it back and take it from you. You don't trust no folly like that, man. And this is why a lot of you are in this predicament, because you've trusted in this damn devil. But this is the book of Jeremiah 16, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at verses 6. It says, "Both the small and great should die in this land, and they should not be buried. Neither shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make ball for them." Yeah, because the scriptures say that the dead should be casted out as dung. And eventually, when things start to hit the fan, you're going to have riots and insurrections and, tumults. Okay, you're going to have murders. You're going to have robberies. All types of cities are going to totally be in shambles. And the dead is going to be innumerable, because you're going to have a civil war on all fronts. All right, from the least to the greatest. And it says, "Neither should men tear themselves for them in mourning, to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or their mother." Damn, so your moms and pops gonna be put to death in the streets, man. You know how like you go to the funeral and you go to the funeral and everybody's consoling one another, and then you do the so-called balloon release bullshit, which has a wickedness. Then you go to the repast or whatever you call it, or the after party, and the family get together and y'all eat fried chicken and macaroni and drink fucking bottom shelf whiskey. You still got niggas that drink E&J, man. Through. You see? But them days are gonna be over with, man, because hey, time gonna come that they gonna leave them where they stand. Like you gonna get deaded and nobody's coming to bury you. You're gonna rot, man. And it reads, and it says, "Thou shalt not go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and drink. For thus says the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes, and in your days the voice of mirth, and the mirth is ceasing." Okay, people ain't spending money like that no more, man. And everything you're seeing on Instagram and on Facebook and all that other stuff is nothing but a facade. Okay, people want to have the appearance of looking happy, but that's not what it is. People are just faking the funk to hold on to some type of dignity they have left. But it says, "But the voice of gladness and the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride." And it says, "And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, Wherefore have Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord like power?" Because you niggas, you don't take accountability. You don't take accountability. Why is this happening, God? I go to church every Sunday. But it says, "Then thou shalt say unto them, Because your fathers have forsaken me, says Yahweh, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, you walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. So therefore I will cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither your fathers, and ye shall serve your other gods day and night, and I will not show favor. And this is what's happening. Okay, the Lord gave you up into a reprobate spirit. You wanted to serve other gods and to put Yahweh Shem Yahushua on the back burner, and this is the result of it. The Lord is basically cutting your mirth in half, man. By taking your jobs, your benefits, your programs. Hey, the vets are hurt. You know, and the crazy part about it is the vets didn't fall for this country. At least allow them to keep their benefits. But hey, he's cutting all this shit, man. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna end it giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Lord is where you are edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.
Last night, in the dead of night, the Donald Trump administration took a drastic, confusing, and chaotic action that is incredibly harmful to the state of California, the county of Los Angeles, and of course, the entire country. And let's be crystal clear what he did. Almost every single piece of the federal government, every type of grant or support that the federal government gives to communities has been disrupted and thrown into chaos.
So, friends, a federal judge just found that the Trump administration is violating a court order to unfreeze certain federal funding. We are now this close to a true constitutional crisis.
Donald Trump literally just admitted he's going to be a dictator. I don't know what it will take for you to get it through your skull. He who saves his country does not violate the law. This is the ends justify the means. This is I will do what I want, when I want, because I am saving the country. If you don't think this country is over by now, you've got another thing coming. If you don't think the time is now to get out and vote in these special elections we have,
they're coming for antidepressants, ADHD meds, and other psych meds. We've seen this before. They are going to put us in mental institutions and take us off our meds. I will not survive going off my meds. I'm telling you that right now. I will not survive if I have to go off my meds.
All right, breaking news. People are already dying. They are dying as a result of Elon Musk's government takeover, and we need to talk about this. I refuse to bite on any of Trump's crazy distractions, any of his crazy day-to-day antics, because we need to be doubling down on the Elon Musk coverage. What he's doing behind the scenes is not only detrimental to America's standing abroad, but even people on the ground in D.C. have been calling me, have been texting me saying it is getting scary out here. They are blacking out some of the windows, covering up some of the buildings of the Treasury Department or the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and we can't even see what's going on, meaning Elon Musk and his cronies behind closed doors are continuing to take over the government and cause actual deaths. All that I ask is that you drop a like and subscribe to help boost this video, and let's just start off here. U.S. aid freeze claims first victims as oxygen supplies cut off. A 71-year-old woman died after being sent home from a U.S. aid-funded hospital, and others have been dying after hospitals close and refugee camps.
You want to just